All hail the Redskins.
Shut up. That's a horrible intro.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's great. I'm
fly,
keeping it.
Eagles, fly.
I'm keeping it.
On the road to victory. Fight.
Well, this is the first matchup that EJ could get excited about on Thursday Night Football. Eagles versus Redskins on Thursday Night Football in the link.
The Rams-Vikings was cool, but it does not have this much.
I mean, this is for whoever will be first in the division.
It is.
So there's a lot on the line here. Jay and Daniels could really solidify himself in this game, or he could really hurt himself in this game. One of the two.
I hope he doesn't hurt himself, but I also don't want him to solidify himself. But I hope he doesn't get hurt. But we're going to go with one X Factor, bold prediction, and score prediction. I'll kick us off. This game is for first place, like Seb said, in the NFC East. The Eagles currently hold the tiebreaker at 7-2, while Washington is 7-3. Just having their 3-game win streak ended by the Steelers last week. Both teams have a combined record of 12-3 since week 2. So both teams have been on fire since week 2. My X Factor, Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni is the X Factor, and he is in almost every Eagles game. The Eagles scored their first touchdown in the first quarter this season, last game. They went 9 straight weeks, or 8 straight weeks, I should say, because on the 9th game, they finally scored a touchdown in the first quarter. They went scoreless in every single quarter this season. That is horrible, because we also went scoreless in the playoff game. And we also went scoreless in the game before that against the Giants. So it has been extremely bad. The Eagles are the 31st team when it comes to first quarter scoring average. We average 1.6 points.
Patriots are better in that category, baby. Yes, sir.
Yes. The Patriots are better in the first quarter. We play 3 quarters of football.
That's fine.
Way better, though. We average 1.6 points per game in the first quarter. Washington is ranked 6th in first quarter scoring, averaging 5.7 points per game in the first quarter. So this is where Nick Sirianni has to trust Kellen Moore, and Kellen Moore needs to put together a good script. Coaching is what the X Factor is to get us on the board early, because the Commanders can't play from behind. All right, they lost to the Bucs after falling behind big the first week of the season, and they lost to the Steelers when they were down the entire first half until they got the first lead of the game in the mid-third quarter. So those are 2 games of the 3 losses they've had when they were down the entire time. And I don't know if they were down against the Ravens early, but this team can't play from behind. Through the first 9 weeks of the season, they only had 3 turnovers. So everything was going right for them in the beginning of games and throughout games. We need to jump on this team. Nick Sirianni, you need to jump on this team because they are used to playing ahead and they're used to things going right. When things go wrong, the Commanders don't win the game. They don't know how to respond to it. All right? But like I said, they are ranked 6th in first quarter scoring, and we are ranked 31st. Another thing is Barkley averages over 7 yards a carry during the second half of games. In games this season. He has almost doubled the amount of yards that he has in the second half than he does in the first half. So he has twice as more total yards in the second half of games than he does in the first half of games. We need to get him the ball early and jump on this team and show our dominance. I don't know why we don't choose to run the ball in the first quarter or the first half. It is our bread and butter. We have the best offensive line in the league, if not top 3 offensive line in the league, and Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the league. Almost losing to the Jags 2 weeks ago and blowing a 70-point lead because he went for 2 points twice and a 4th down while we were in field goal range. It was a 4th and 1. That's 5 points that's 5 points right there that Nick Sirianni left on the board, and we almost blew the lead because it was a huge momentum shift. I have no problem with going for it on 4th down when it's 4th and 1, but we threw the ball. You don't do that. You don't throw the ball on 4th and 1 when the tush push works. Okay?
Fuck the tush push.
We can't make mistakes like that against this Commanders team. Nick Sirianni is my X Factor. Bold prediction. Saquon Barkley will have 100 yards rushing, and Hurts will have a rushing touchdown. That is my bold prediction. Saquon Barkley will have 100 rushing yards against his Commander defense, and Hurts will have the rushing touchdown. Seems to happen almost every week. I think we're going to stick with it. Saquon will get us down there, and then the tush-push is going to happen, and Jalen Hurts is going to show his physical dominance on this team. We're not messing around. We're on the 1 yard line, or we're on the 2 yard line in this game for first place. Jalen Hurts is getting in the end zone just like that. All right? And I can't wait. I can already see it as I'm speaking. Jalen Hurts, down sit, boom, touchdown, works every time. Show these Commanders what's up. Now, for my score prediction, I have the Philadelphia Eagles winning this game and taking a two-game leap over the first place in the NFC East. All right, they're going to create a little bit of a gap and take a 2-game lead on these Commanders, these commies. All right, and they're going to win this game 29-27. Philadelphia Eagles in the link. We got to rest our starters in the fourth quarter against Dallas because Dallas sucks. All right, and we're well rested. We're in Philadelphia. If this game was in Washington, I'd feel a lot worse. Okay, I still am a little nervous about this game because the Steelers did just end a win streak, a 3-game win streak that the Commanders were putting together, and this Commanders team is good and is dangerous, and I think Marshawn Lattimore is going to be playing, so I don't know how AJ is going to do because Marshawn wants to show out, but I got Eagles winning this game. I already am expecting you to say opposite. Let me hear it.
My X factor is Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
He is 3-2 on the road, and these games include New York, Cincinnati, and Arizona. In these 3 games, he had over 200 yards, even in the loss in Baltimore. He had 269 yards. Granted, the Ravens' secondary is horrible, so the consistency is there.
However, he beat Cincinnati, New York, and Arizona
on the road.
Okay.
However, he has not played a defense like Philadelphia. He faced the Steelers last week, which was his toughest test so far, and it resulted in a home loss with 202 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, and a passer rating of 68.5, his lowest all season. Despite the fact he has been balling out of his mind, he hasn't really faced a top-tier all-around defense like Philadelphia is about to bring him.
They had 5 turnovers yesterday.
Yeah, that was sad just to see Trey Lance interception again. I'm like,
his first drive, they played him on first and second down, and they took him out on third and fourth.
Yeah,
I was like, what are you doing? Go on.
But he hasn't really faced the top-tier all-around defense yet like he's about to. Daniels is a mobile quarterback, and he could find his top targets very easily. However, Philadelphia is one of the best pass rush defenses and one of the best secondaries in the league. X factor is how Jaden Daniels will face this defense, and how will he be able to play? Will he be that elite quarterback that we've seen for like 10 games, or will he be one of those average quarterbacks that just comes into Philadelphia and does not have a good game? The Eagles also allowed the 3rd fewest yards per game, 290.1, and have only allowed 16 touchdowns through 10 weeks. Game is in the link, so it's going to be all about how Jaden Daniels performs in this environment versus defense. However, my bold prediction is Washington wins this game in the link, 35-28, and let me tell you why.
You have no field goals. You have all touchdowns.
Yes, I think if it stays if it's dry and it's not cold enough, I think this is going to be a touchdown for touchdown game. Here's why I have Washington to win, though. Last season, this is the point where the Philadelphia Eagles started to fall apart. Exactly in week 11. Okay, I'm not saying that they're going to fall apart.
It's not last season. We have Saquon.
I get that. And they have Jaden Daniels.
And C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
And they got Marshawn Lattimore. But anyways, we're going to keep going.
I can punch you in the face right now.
I could go tap for tap with you, bro. What, you guys got A.J. Brown? Okay, they got toe tap Terry. But anyways, I think
we have Devontae Smith. Dallas Goedert. Who? Zach Ertz.
They got Noah Brown.
Oh my God, Noah Brown ain't no Devontae Smith, bro. Skinny Batman.
So, my reason for Washington to win this game is they're more
Lane
hungry
Johnson.
than Philadelphia, and they've been more consistent than Philadelphia. That Philadelphia offense, other than Saquon and A.J. Brown, has not really been what everyone expects them to be. Jaden Daniels has opened so many eyes, and he's going to continue to open so many eyes.
He has not been the same since his injury. How has our offense not been what expected?
Nick
When's the last time we
Sirianni.
scored under
Nick
24
Sirianni. Bro, Nick Sirianni has been the most inconsistent coach with his play call. Who runs a
Have you
QB?
not seen what Jalen Hurts has been doing?
Who runs a QB draw on a 3rd and 20?
Jalen Hurts has the most completions over 20 yards.
I'll tell you one thing:
How is that not good?
the Eagles love a quarterback draw on a nice 3rd and 25, and they're gonna keep doing
I
that
think
in this
those days
game
are
too.
over. No. I would be if we do. Oh my God, that's gonna make me hot.
In
I'm
every
pissed off at
game-
you, and I'm pissed off at Nick Sirianni.
In every game so far, the Eagles have attempted at least 3 quarterback draws, and a lot of those came on what? 3rd and longs. So, I have.
Jalen Hurts has the most completions over 20 yards this season.
I'm taking Washington in this game because of the inconsistency of Nick Sirianni's play calling.
No, you're taking it because you want to piss me off.
No,
piss me off.
I am taking
It's
it.
okay, 'cause we're gonna win.
No, I am taking it because Dan
Christian's probably
Quinn.
laughing. He's watching this laughing.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm saying he's
Dan
laughing because
Quinn.
he is at my reaction. He's happy
Dan
about
Quinn
it.
knows how to
I knew
beat.
you were gonna do this. I'm
Dan,
writing this. I'm like Seb's about to say that the Commanders are gonna win this game.
Dan Quinn is a better head coach than Nick Sirianni.
Who is their best win? The Bears that y'all just beat?
Their best win's actually the Bengals.
Dude, we went down 10 points on the road against the Bengals.
They were also on the road.
They were on the road, but we went down 10-0. We were down 10-0. How many teams can go down 10-0 and then win 38-17?
Perfectly fine.
38-17?
I'm trying to make a case here. Dan Quinn is
That's
a better.
38-7 swings from 10 down. They were down 10 down and then won the game.
I'm gonna
38-7.
take Dan Quinn on the road versus a team he knows very well, a defense that he ran against them for years. Dan Quinn.
Saquon Barkley.
Okay,
I ain't
that's
gonna
fine.
say they.
That's
We.
fine.
We
That's
didn't
fine.
have Saquon
That's
Barkley.
fine. Dan Quinn is a more consistent head coach than Nick Sirianni is, and Dan Quinn knows how to get it done on the road in these hostile environments. And I'm telling you, Dan Quinn is gonna get it done on Thursday night.
They have good coaching. They have Cliff Kingsbury too.
Genius.
Yes, the Commanders can win this game. Yes, Cliff Kingsbury is a good coach. But we got Kellen Moore. We got Vic Fangio. I'm excited. This is going to be a matchup.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
I'm
great
excited
game.
for this game.
But
My boy B. Rich, shout out to him. He just said he's not coming at 7 a.m. So now I start 30 minutes later at 7:30 on Friday. I'm excited.
Another reason I have Washington to win this, and I've been saying this all year. I have them to split games. Washington's gonna win on the road, and so is Philadelphia is gonna win in Washington. So when they play again, I'm picking the Eagles in that game. I'm standing.
Remember that.
I'm gonna stand way by this.
We're going to sweep them. We swept them last year.
The Eagles are coming off a monster victory. They're feeling themselves a little bit too much, I think. And the Commanders just lost at home to one of the worst one of the worst calls on 3rd down I've ever seen. Zach Ertz had that 1st down. They are more pissed off. They're more hungry, and they're the underdogs. No one's expecting them to win. The Philadelphia Eagles are expected to win. Every player on that team knows they're expected to win. The expectation is higher for Philadelphia than it is for Washington. And in those situations, who always comes out on top 90% of the time? The underdog.
No, that's why they're the underdog.
No. Yes, but all season, what have we seen? We thought that this team was going to win, and no, the opposite happens. Who thought that the Patriots were going to beat the Bengals in week 1? The expectation was higher for Cincinnati at home, opening day, looming Jamar Chase contract. The Patriots come in there and whoop them. Okay? So I like a team that is desperate. I'm not saying Washington is that desperate,
But they're hungry.
But for me, is desperate, hunger, and the expectation level. Washington has nothing to lose in this game. All
hungry?
to game.
Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts. They are hungry.
They had a great game in the last game.
They've had a great game for weeks.
Not Hurts, but Saquon. Not Saquon either, because you guys just love that freaking all that tush push all the
time. But he's still having over 100 yards. He's third in the NFL in rushing. No, he's 2 in the NFL in rushing.
Is
How
he?
is he not having good games?
He is, but Hurts is not. I just
What are you
that.
talking about?
Hurts is top, 6 in interceptions?
Dude, he's
top 3 in
and scoring rushing
top 3 in turnovers. What is Jaden Daniels? He's definitely lower than that.
Hurts yes, but you just said Jaden Daniels had 200 yards.
Hurts turns the ball.
Touchdowns.
Hurts turns the ball over more than Jaden Daniels does.
He does, but he also puts up more points on the board.
Oh, we're gonna find out who puts up more points.
And like
this
I
game.
said, Jalen Hurts has the most completions over 20 yards.
Like
so he's
I
not
said,
just thinking and dunking. He's throwing the ball.
Like
down
I
the field.
said, Jaden Daniels is a rookie quarterback. Hurts is an experienced Super Bowl caliber quarterback. I am taking Washington easily. Well, not easily, but I'm taking them because of the 3 things I named. They have more to gain than to lose. They're going to make the playoffs as a wild card either way. You guys have more to lose in this game because you guys are picked to win the division by a mile. All of a sudden, Washington is now there watching you guys.
Jalen Hurts has 1 game this season with less than 2 touchdowns, with rushing and passing combined.
That's good for him.
Dude, how is that bad? Yes, he turns the ball over a little bit, but
a little bit,
balling.
A little bit. He averages 2 turnovers a game.
No, he does not average 2 turnovers a game.
No, he doesn't now.
Look at this. Before last week, 0 turnovers, 0 turnovers, 0 turnovers. He went 1, 2, 3. He went 4 games straight without a turnover.
Oh, that's a great job. And then how many turnovers did he have last week?
2.
I'm against a rugged Cowboys
1,
defense.
5, 6.
By the way, Washington's defense is better than the Cowboys defense.
10, 12. Okay, before last week, 12 touchdowns total, 0 turnovers.
Okay.
That's 84 points.
Who did he play?
Cleveland. Okay. Good defense. The Giants, horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati,
horrible.
No. Like I said, we went down 10-0. And then came back.
That defense is not good. That defense is
38-17.
not good. That defense is not good.
But if Jaden Daniels did good against the Bengals, the defense is good.
So,
and if Drake May does good against the Bengals, that defense is good.
No, it's not. It's not good. It is not good. I'm saying
But when Jalen Hurts does good against them, it's bullshit.
Not once.
236 yards, 4 touchdowns, 38.5 fantasy points, and a dub for the Wookiees.
Pull up Jaden Daniels' stats.
It ain't look like this.
Oh, it doesn't?
No. Ain't no way.
I think Jaden Daniels outduels Hurts. Easily. I mean, not easily, but...
Daniel Jones, get off my screen. So one thing Jaden Daniels does have over Hurts is he has a game over 326 yards. He is more...
Ball control.
Yeah, no. He hasn't turned over the ball in a while. He hasn't turned over the ball since week 5.
Ball control.
But like I said, they play good when they're ahead and things are going right. So we're about to see.
They're going to be ahead after the first quarter.
Well, they better be able to play 4 quarters of football.
They're going to.
Because
Eagles
are a second half
Dan
team.
Quinn should be the X factor here because Dan Quinn knows how to beat the Eagles.
Coaching's the X factor.
Yeah,
coaching and who's going to show up in the second half, which is second half adjustment.
If I was in this situation, if I was a fan of like both teams, and I look at this game, the Eagles versus Washington in Philadelphia, I'm taking Dan Quinn because it says Dan Quinn master victory all over this game. And then when they get to Washington, Eagles are going to run over them. That's how it's going to be. And that's how it is most of the time.
Well, when we went, that shit was crazy.
Yes, it was. And the Washington Commanders didn't even have a good team then. They had a horrible team. Horrible. Now they got a freaking playoff team. Possibly division team to win the division.
Are going to win the division.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Is the Eagles are expected to win everything in this division. Washington's just like, screw it. Let's just go play ball. Y'all are so like tight. Oh my God, we need to win this game. Washington is just playing loose.
Well, we're about to find out.
We are about to find out. And Chrissy, I'm sorry I forgot to come and get your Jahan jersey, but I was gonna wear a Jahan jersey tonight.
Get that Jalen Daniels.
I was gonna wear a Jahan Dotson jersey tonight with a Washington beanie. I was going to do that for Christian, but you know what?
Not for Christian. It's for you and your amusement and to piss me off. You cannot come into my home with that.
Let us know. Let us know.
Like I said, get that Jalen Daniels song out your mouth.
Let us know who's gonna win this game. But I got Washington. He's got Philadelphia, and this might be a different story in a few weeks. This looks really weird. And this might be a few. I'm a way different story in a few weeks. So, the fuck
get your sick ass out of here.
Fuck is that shit?